It's safe to say that Star Wars The Clone Wars was the most successful Star Wars cartoon series ever released. After 7 seasons and 133 episodes, we got a closer look at our favorite characters like Anakin and Obi-Wan, while also being introduced to new characters like Ahsoka and Rex. Now, every Clone Wars fan has a favorite clone trooper from this series, and honestly, it's hard not to after seeing characters like Fives, Echo, Thorne, Gregor, and so many more. The love for the clone troopers is obvious in the community, but only recently has LEGO started to give us these characters as minifigures, which is why today I put together the Clone Trooper CMF series that we fans have always wanted as a part of my ongoing series of themed Star Wars CMFs. This Clone Trooper CMF will include favorite clone commanders, ARC troopers, and even clone commandos. So sit back and relax, maybe grab yourself a sippy, and enjoy as I show you the 12 clones I would include in my Clone Trooper CMF.
Thought we were smart just using a holo map.
The first clone we'll be starting with is ARC Trooper Jesse. Jesse was a clone trooper who appeared in multiple seasons of the Clone Wars, starting as a regular clone trooper in the 501st and ending up as an ARC trooper in the final episode of the Clone Wars. This minifigure is actually one of my favorite in my collection, and it's actually the thumbnail of my very first video. I really think this ARC Trooper Jesse would be an awesome addition to have in any LEGO army. And after the recent release of the ARC Trooper 5's minifigure, it doesn't seem too crazy that LEGO could release this character. This is why I think he would be an amazing addition to this LEGO Clone CMF series, because so many people love this character and would be extremely happy to have him in their 501st army.
We're offloading those two. I couldn't agree more, sir.
I recently made a poll asking you what clone trooper you wanted to see in LEGO form, and the winner with over 500 votes was a Phase 2 Commander Wolf. Commander Wolf was actually Dave Filoni's fur baby during the Clone Wars, and us fans loved seeing him. And after his short cameo in Bad Batch Season 3, it sparked some hopes that we'll be seeing a Phase 2 version of this character in LEGO form. However, we haven't seen a LEGO Commander Wolf since 2011. To put that in perspective, Rolling in the Deep was the #1 song in America, Barack Obama was still president, and a young CantinatOp was still in middle school spending his money on Yu-Gi-Oh cards instead of investing in LEGO sets. A lot of us fans are still patiently waiting for this character to return, so why not bring him back in glorious fashion by releasing him in the first ever Clone Trooper CMF.
Senator Amidala, we'll be right here if you should need us.
Thank you, Commander.
Commander Thorne is another fan favorite character despite him having the least amount of screen time compared to all the other clones in this CMF. The amount of Thorne final stand edits I see on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok is enough for me to understand that people love this guy, which is why I believe he would be another excellent addition to this LEGO Clone Trooper CMF series. I think now is also a perfect time for him to be released given the recent love we have seen for Shock Troopers with the new Battle Pack and Commander Fox release, even though everyone kind of hates Commander Fox.
We are being overrun. Repeat, we are...
Captain Fordo was the main clone character from the 2003 Clone Wars micro series. And even though LEGO has had 20 years to do something with this character, we are all still waiting to see him as an official LEGO minifig. I think this is another good reason why a CMF is needed for LEGO Star Wars, because it would give LEGO that little nudge to help them come out of their comfort zone and give us amazing minifigures like Captain Fordo. Because I truly think he would be an amazing minifigure to have, and I know I'm not the only collector who feels that way. Commander Blight is another clone commander that us fans have been wanting to see ever since his appearance in Revenge of the Sith, even though he's most commonly known for lighting up his Jedi Master like a Christmas tree. And don't ever say I never get festive on this channel, by the way. Commander Blight is another one of those clones that I really believe LEGO would release if they ever made a Clone Trooper CMF series. This is much needed, as the closest thing we have to Commander Blight right now is the 327th Trooper we received all the way back in 2007.
Holy God, what are you showing me? Hey, come on!
All I know is that fans would be more than happy to receive this Commander Blight minifigure, which is why he has a spot in my Clone Trooper CMF.
There were no survivors on Deveron. Everyone was killed, including Master Halsey and his Padawan.
The next clones that LEGO needs to release is the god Delta Squad. It's been almost 20 years since the release of Republic Commando, and we still haven't seen these characters in LEGO form. Now, it only feels right that I address this group of clones as the squad that they are, but I think they would be awesome minifigures to get out of a CMF. And it can also be a little tool for LEGO to have people buy more products, more CMFs, once they get one member of the squad. Sorry, that's the Nemoidian businessman in me coming out.
Open this door and I'll buy you a planet!
But in all seriousness, I'm actually shocked that LEGO hasn't given us any Republic Commando sets or minifigures, especially after showing love to other video games like Battlefront 2 and Jedi Fallen Order. So a CMF series may be the perfect place for these characters to release, and I know us fans would go absolutely crazy if we found out that LEGO had released our beloved Delta Squad.
We don't usually work with rigs.
Now, we technically have received a Crosshair minifigure in the past. However, it was a goofy looking minifigure with his Empire armor.
You gave me the ugly!
The minifigure I would want in this CMF would be in his Clone Wars era Bad Batch armor, so you can have the full Bad Batch squad during the Clone Wars. And I'm actually a big fan of this Clone Army custom variant, and I think LEGO should take notes on how detailed this character is because I think it is the perfect quality for a CMF. Ultimately, this is another Commando that I'm surprised we haven't received as a LEGO minifigure, especially after all the hype around the Bad Batch, which is the main reason why I added him to this Clone Trooper CMF collection, because I know fans would be happy to have him just as much as I would. Captain Hauser is another character from the Bad Batch that a lot of us fans really enjoyed watching. This character is one LEGO would likely never release outside of a CMF series, which is why I included him in this one. Now, this specific minifigure is actually slightly off in coloring on the body and helmet, so please don't flame me in the comments like you did in my short, but I still think you get the picture on the character I'm trying to include here. At the end of the day, this is another clone minifigure that I think would be perfect for this CMF series. He is an awesome character from the Bad Batch, so it just makes sense.
It's been an honor serving with you, Colonel.
Now, the 12th and final clone of this CMF series is Commando Gregor. This character has surprisingly been in 3 different animated Star Wars shows and has impacted the galaxy in so many different ways. This is another minifigure though where the arms are slightly off. I did order the arms from Jonak Toys, but they were actually out of stock and had to cancel that part of my order, so sorry, we're left with these yellow arms. But at the end of the day, I think having him in this CMF series is perfect because it allows the collector to get a really cool Commando without the need of getting his entire squad to, complete the collection. But which of these 12 clones was your favorite? Some honorable mentions that didn't really make my cut were Commander Doom, sorry to my boy 1139, Captain Keeley, and Commander Bakara. But are there any clones that I may have missed that you would have liked to see in this CMF series? Just let me know in the comments. And if you're interested in seeing the best Jedi and Sith CMFs in my opinion, check out these videos here. And before the video ended, I just wanted to quickly say big thanks for all the love recently. I'm doing my best to keep up with content and I hope y'all are enjoying it. But as always, thanks for swinging by the Cantina. I wish you safe travels and I'll see you in the next one.